Yeah. Hit that like, subscribe, man. So, as I was editing my video that I done, I think I'm gonna call it "Miserable People Want to Keep You Miserable." As I was editing that video, I saw this video, the demonic Gabrielle Union, whose track record speaks for itself, decided she was going to take to the internets and give some advice to the younger ladies. This is a woman who's in her 50s, giving advice to women in their 30s. Let's listen to what she had to say.
To my girlies in their 30s, time isn't running out. It's not. Feels like it is. If you look at social media, oh my God, you're running out of time. It's not. It's not. Other people will make you feel like you're running out of time because they want everyone to do what they're doing so they feel better about their choices. There's no race, like there's no checkered flag at the end of life where they're like, she did it all. Extra stars for when you're dead. Your 30s, travel. Tell people how you really feel. Don't lie to your therapist. And be okay to not be okay. And be okay with missing out because staying in is more fun.
So as you can clearly say there, I just wanted to let it run and let it run in its entirety. This woman is out here trying to lead you astray. She is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This woman is sitting up here. Gosh, I could make a video that would be probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours long, dealing with this person that you see here on your screen. If there's a trash woman walking the face of the earth, this is it. Like I said, this woman is demonic. And all you have to do is just look at the fruit of her relationship with Dwayne Wade. The man walks in with 2 sons and a nephew, and now he's got one son, a nephew, and 2 daughters allegedly. That's what dealing with this person has done. This is a horrible woman who's giving horrible advice. They're personification of crabs in a bucket. She's a miserable woman. So she wants you to be miserable too. Let's listen to some of this nonsense she's talking. And I'm going to go ahead and interrupt the pieces.
To my girlies in their 30s, time isn't running out. It's not. Feels like it is. If you look at social media, oh my God, you're running out of time.
So, if you are a woman in your 30s and you want to have a happy, healthy family, and you don't have that yet, and you don't have a man, you don't have a man picked out that you are with, that you are in the vetting process, then yeah, your time is running out. Let me tell you something. Women cannot have, I know IVF is a thing and all this other stuff. You cannot have children forever. The longer you wait, the more problems could be presented for you and the child, especially if you haven't had any yet. Okay? As you get older, you're at much greater risk for congenital birth defects for the child. And you have a harder time bouncing back. It is what it is. So yes, if you want that, you want a happy, healthy family with a man, you do need to get on your job and make that a priority. Like I stated in the other video, stay on top of your fitness, be kind, be generous, be competent, and be on top of your communication. And put yourself in the best position to be able to get that man who's going to take you across the finish line, or that you can cross the finish line with, that you can pour into each other and reciprocate the beauty of what a relationship is. Do not listen to this woman. All right? Men and women are not on the same time clock. Okay? You're not. Anyway, let's listen.
It's not. It's not. Other people will make you feel like you're running out of time because they want everyone to do what they're doing so they feel better about their choices. There's no race.
So they want you to do what they're doing so that they feel better about their choices. That's you, Gabrielle Union. That is you. You was hot to trot in Hollywood, quote unquote, living your best life, right? And what did that get you? And understand you're dealing with trauma from your childhood. I got you. So I give you a tad bit of grace in that regard, which is why you're the nut job that you are today. So I give you a little grace in that regard. But you're a piece of trash woman because you're trying to drag other women down with you. That's why you're a piece of trash. There is absolutely no reason for you to be giving this quote unquote advice unless you want other women to be miserable and trash like you are. That's all you want, and that's why you're doing it.
There's no race, like there's no checkered flag at the end of life where they're like, she did it all. Extra stars for when you're dead. You're 30.
There is a checkered flag, but somebody's not going to be standing there waving it. You're going to be waving it when you're sitting in that rocking chair on your porch, looking back on your 80 and 90 years of life, however long you were here for. You're the one that's going to be sitting with regrets if you didn't have those children, if you didn't get that husband, if all you did was go to school and go to work and take a bunch of empty trips and gain a bunch of experiences that you have nobody to share them with. Not a soul. And nobody to look after you in your old age. That's not life, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to have families, build families, gain all that experience, and pass it on. That's what we're here for. That's part of the reason why I'm even doing this channel. Maybe if a couple people out here can take some of the things that I say and actually apply it, and it can benefit them, but my job is done. And that's outside of my family, you know? If I can help somebody else get through something, brother, that's a win for me. And that's what we're supposed to do. But what she's trying to do is the exact opposite. You are not supposed to be sitting in that rocking chair, like I said, with a bunch of regrets, because you can't get those years back. This ain't Back to the Future where you can hop in the DeLorean and fix stuff. Can't do it. We have to live for the moment and build for the future. She's trying to give you the opposite viewpoint. That's what she's trying to do. And that's going to leave you down a road to failure and nowhere.
Your 30s, travel. Tell people how you really feel. Don't lie to your therapist. And be okay to not be okay. And be okay with missing out, because staying in is more fun.
So travel. Don't lie to your therapist. Be okay with not being okay. And be okay with missing out, because staying in is more fun. First of all, the fact that she threw in there, don't lie to your therapist. If you got a therapist, there's a problem. That means you already have problems. Everybody don't have a therapist, and everybody don't need no therapist. Like you do, Gabrielle Union. You need a whole team of therapists doing all that nonsense, rattling around in your pea brain of yours that you have. That's your problem. But again, this is the old thought playbook. Have fun, travel. Travel with who? You're supposed to travel, Gabrielle Union, you're supposed to travel with your husband. That's who you're supposed to travel with. What is the point of taking a bunch of trips and gaining a bunch of experiences and having nobody to share it with? You're supposed to take those trips with your man, is supposed to take those trips with your family. For one, so that you and your husband can look back 20, 30, 40 years later, 15 years later, 50 years later. You're like, baby, you remember when we went to Patty? We kissed underneath the Eiffel Tower. We went to Rome and checked out the Colosseum there. Had some great Italian food there. When we went and sailed the Greek Isles, it took in the scenery. When we went to Egypt and checked out the ancient pyramids, when we went to South Africa and fed the giraffes from our patio at our hotel room, all the times we've gone to the Caribbean, the road trips that we've taken with the kids, that's what you're supposed to be doing. And speaking of the kids, you're supposed to be helping the kids gain life experiences so that they can build on what you and your husband built on. The foundation that has been built by you two, so that they can build on top of that and be something greater than what you two were. That's what we are here for. You don't gain a bunch of experiences and have nobody to share them with. What's the point? Yikes. This woman is nuts. Be okay with not being okay. I kind of get what she's saying in that regard. But again, just like I said in the last video, that comes with, all this comes with relationship pressure. And for a nut job like Gabrielle Union, relationship pressure is too much for her. She breaks. She breaks because she can't control that man. And because she can't control that man, she's spazzing out. She spazzes out. That's why she every so often does some nut job nonsense in regards to telling too much of her and Dwayne Wade's business. I don't want to know what you lick his booty. I don't want to know that. Nobody asked you, and you just offered up that information just because you felt like it. So don't be like this woman here who can't handle being with a winner. Now, I don't think Dwayne Wade's a winner, and she's still cracking because he's letting her run amok, run wild in that relationship. Then turn one of his sons to a daughter, allegedly. You can tell she's running that thing. And she's still miserable. So yeah. Don't succumb to the relationship pressure. Anything worth having is worth working for. Build yourself up to be the best person that you can be so that when that opportunity comes, you're able to seize it. And once you're able to get that, and you build yourself up to the best possible, the best version of yourself you can be as a woman, that man is going to come along and he's going to make your life easier. That's what happens when you get a man of competence and a man who loves you. He's going to work his fingers to the bone for you because he loves you. This demonic woman here don't want you to have that. And talking about missing out and staying in is more fun. Maybe you wasn't in the house at all. You're older than me by a decent amount. But I almost felt like, I'm into my early 40s, I almost felt like I was a hop, skip, and a jump away from being able to bag you. That's how you were moving out here. I was doing okay, but I should have felt like that. I ain't never felt that way about no Beyonce or nothing like that. But you, no, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, right place, right time, you know what I'm saying? I might be able to make that happen. Yeah, no. You devalue your own brand, and you continue to do so with all this nonsense that you've been spitting. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this nonsense. Is Gabrielle Union trying to make other women make similar mistakes to what she's made in the past? Does she want them to be miserable too? Or am I overreacting? Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like, subscribe. Till next time, I'm out.